Lights, camera, action. Welcome back to Dude Dads for another late week. It's Tuesday. The show will be out today in approximately 2.5 hours. So get ready. Are you ready yet? Tom's slamming cans.
I'm ready. Dude, I'm here.
Yeah, you are.
I'm ready. Did you?
Is the music off?
Is it off? It's like
Is
a
it good?
background.
It's good enough?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
I think it's great. It's a little ambiance. But did you know that there's some hoes in this house?
Is there?
There's some hoes.
Where are
in
they?
this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house.
To be clear, there's zero hose in this house.
Do you remember Baltimore? Did you ever get down to like Baltimore club music?
Nope, never did that. Nope.
I would like walk. Yeah, high school too. A lot more Baltimore club.
High school, go to Baltimore?
No, just Baltimore club music.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now I see what you're saying. Tell me what Baltimore club music is.
It's a certain cadence and a certain repeat of a hook.
Okay, like that
like
that
peanut
song.
Butter jelly and a baseball bat. You know what I mean? Like, where are you at? Where are you at? There you go. There you go.
Okay,
there's a lot.
Okay. All right,
You
tell me about this. What year was it?
Get your back up off the wall and your feet on the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 7 little monkeys on your uncle's ranch.
Okay, I don't know if that's appropriate.
All right.
Well, welcome back. We finally got it figured out, Jerry. Tell the people what we figured out about.
Fucking jinx it. Don't jinx it.
We're jinxing it. Let's go. Hey, today on jinxit.com, we got a memory stick, 1 terabyte. Now we figured out our upload problems.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sitting up higher than you. I feel better than you.
Why is that?
I mean, you're like peasant height. I mean, me, king. So we do the memory stick, right? We do the memory stick.
Right.
And now we can just finally record and get the video out possibly in the same month.
We'll see if it fucking happens.
You know what I mean?
God, at least we're transparent about our problems.
Yeah.
At least we're like, hey, we're not trying to hide anything. We're not trying to make it seem like we're fucking good or anything like that. I need to get that Captain Bones hat.
I'm not a transparent dude. I'm just okay. You know what I mean? I don't know what a transparent is, but I don't think I'm
cisgendered white male. Boo.
Hey, let's check in with the fishing report. All right. Let's check in with today's fishing report. We're going to go right down to the river, Indian River Inlet. Okay. And it starts off with things saying your fucking phone. That's what it says. You know what I mean? I mean, you even have a silence on it, just you know.
I don't fuck with that.
Fishing report. Don't act like you. I mean, don't play it off. I mean, don't play it off.
No big deal.
Things are heating up down there. It says.
Ooh,
after a slow weekend of fish during our spring tournament, May 3rd, things have started to pop.
It actually says pop.
It says pop. Oh. Good striper action has been reported at the inlet. It seems like it's been a nighttime and an early morning bite. That sounds like normal fishing.
We just church it up there.
Yeah. Swim shads and SP minnows have been preferred baits. What's an SP minnow?
It's a SP minnow.
Is that the
you
brand?
don't even know what a fucking SP minnow is? We don't even fucking fish, you loser.
Hey, loser, are we recording?
Yeah, okay.
We
are. Yeah.
Blues and shads have been coming in the inlet on daytime tides.
Ooh.
So the junk fish are there for the.
First of all, don't you ever call bluefish a junk fish.
It's not a junk fish to me. I'm just saying, you know, how people look at them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm glad to catch it. Tog, though, fishing is really good.
It's always hot. It's on fire.
It's on fire right now. Last day of the season is May 15th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is.
Get them while you can, it says. They've been caught on live green crabs. Mm-hmm. All right. And a little bit of sand fleas most mornings. They're selling out. Okay.
Nice.
You need to hurry up and get your bait.
I mean, go catch your own sand fleas like a fucking man.
Okay. You know, that's about it. That's it for the fishing report. So things are heating up.
And the drumfish.
And Jerry caught a very, very large drumfish.
We'll have to share a picture on Instagram later.
So how'd you catch the drumfish?
Half a crab.
Half a crab?
Yep,
Which part? Which left or right?
You know what? I actually know this. You're going to fucking laugh at me. It was the left side.
There we go.
Yeah, half a peeler crab, pop the legs off, pop the back shell off.
Crab.
Yep.
It's all in the details, baby. I thought you were throwing out a hard shell blue crab.
They were pretty hard, but you know, I don't know if you know this. I think, right? There maybe we have a Waterman listener. I don't know. But the underside of the shell, you'll see like a pink tint to the white part of the shell on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
and that's, I think, how you can tell they're about to be a peeler.
They're about to molt.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. If I'm wrong, somebody fucking correct me.
Yeah.
I'm not a genius. I go buy, a dozen crabs and use them for bait. But no, by myself, nobody could go. Nobody wants to fish with me. No big deal. Tom always has an excuse. Tennis season. I don't fucking know. No big deal. I fish by myself. It's cool. Get out there, get anchored up, feeling good, and realize I left my net in the back of my truck at the boat ramp. Now, if you don't know what a black drum is, they could be a pretty large, girthy fish that you really just you should have a net for them.
Girthy, I like that.
You should have a net. So, long story short, I catch the biggest drum fish in my life by myself, no net, and I had texted Pam when I got set up, and I was like, "Fuck, I left my net in the truck." She's like, "What are you gonna do?" So, well, I'm gonna find out what kind of man I am if I catch one of these big fuckers. And sure enough, I did, and it was a good fight, walking around from one side of the boat to the other, pulling drag.
How long would you say the fight was?
In reality, probably 5 to 7 minutes. Which, if you think about it, is a longer time, for a big ass fish, right? Yeah. But finally, it came up to the boat and surfaced for the first time, and I'm like, "Holy fuck, dude! Like, this is a monster."
Yeah.
And got it back up finally after the fight was over. Comes up laying on the side. They've just given up at that point. He's done. He's tired, laying on the side. So I kind of gave him a second to make sure he wasn't going to freak out again. And I just reached down, shoved my hand up right underneath the gills, and just pulled his big sloppy ass over there into the boat.
Yeah.
Hurried up, got a picture, set my phone on a 10-second timer, and held that big motherfucker up after I measured it, and back in the water he went, swam away.
That's very
healthy as could be.
I like that.
51 inches.
Yourself.
Yep. 51 inches, 67 pounds. 67 pounds, 4 ounces. So it was fun.
That was fun. That's good.
Good shit. Yeah. I actually texted, sent a picture to Lee Shahan, and I told him I throw it back, and he kind of gave me a hard time. He was like, "What? You don't want 40 pounds of fish fillets?"
Yeah. Why did you throw it back?
All right. So went through my mind. First, it's too big, right? Like, I don't need to kill a big giant one. The meat's a little bit tougher, whatever. Second, that fish has lived for a long fucking time. I don't know how old a 50-something inch drumfish is, but it's probably pretty old. So
it's pretty old. What's pretty old?
I don't know, 20 years maybe?
20 years.
Maybe. I don't know.
The fish lived 20 years.
We'll find out, right? I'll do some recon here in a little bit.
Well, your phone's right there. You can just jump on it.
I won't do that. I'm not that kind of guy, okay? Then in my mind, I'm like, this motherfucker might not fit in the fish box in my boat because I have a smaller boat.
Yeah.
It might not even fit in this fucking thing. Next, I'm going to get home at 10 o'clock at night or so, and I'm not taking care of it late at night, so I need to put it on ice. And it definitely would not fit in my biggest cooler that I have at the house. So I was like, I don't need this fucking
That's
fish.
good.
I don't need it.
If you can't take care of it, why do it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill a fish for nothing.
I once had a chance to kill a bear, and I didn't do it because the same thing. I was like, what are we gonna do with it? Like, I have no way of. No one's prepared for me to be like, yo, I just got a bear.
Didn't you have a bear tag too?
I had a bear tag.
So it would have been legal. You could have absolutely done it. But I think it's good when you think those things through. Like,
but I wasn't hunting bear at that point. I was hunting a deer, and I only had a crossbow.
Yeah.
That was like I was not prepared for.
Yeah. So you did a smart thing, and that's like what good outdoorsmen do. Is like, hey, you think the whole process through because it's easy just to throw a fish in a box or to pull the trigger and kill or wound an animal.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, that's when like the real work begins.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever filleted a drumfish, especially a big one. They're not easy. No. I mean, they got like legitimate ribs that you need a saw or a fucking hatchet to like start breaking them up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's not an easy task.
Well, if I ever came out fishing with you, I'd find out.
I did invite you Thursday.
Jerry's way of inviting me is, hey man, tomorrow morning I'm leaving at the most inconvenient time for you to sell this to your wife. So
I gave
good to go. I'm like, absolutely not.
I'm giving you 2 days notice.
I just got done tennis season. Moving on. By the way, when I saw that bear, also it's like, man, it's like this is like a little bit scary. I'm like, this thing's for real. I'm like, okay, get one shot as pisses bear off. It's like, I've seen the videos how fast they go up trees.
And there's probably more than one somewhat close by.
Yeah, it was a big one. It was like a Volkswagen out there, dude.
Really?
Big boy. Not like a big dog. It was a big, like a Volkswagen Beetle.
I've never experienced that. I've never seen a bear in the wild. That would be pretty cool, especially if you're out deer hunting. Were you in a tree?
I was in a stand, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What if you were sitting on the ground?
Well, I had to walk right behind him. It was getting dark.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever lights left, I'm walking now. I'm just gonna walk behind him. I'm not sitting here in the dark.
Start making noises.
Yeah.
Hooty hoo! Y'all bear, get bear.
Moving on, let's get into our Delaware news. Okay. All right, you little sucker. So check this out. Speaking of animals, okay, this is Delaware's has 9 dangerous animals.
Dangerous?
Dangered. Dangerous.
Dangerous or in danger?
Dangerous. You're in danger of being near them.
Are you saying Pam?
The snozberries taste like snozberries. Yeah, so the first one is the Eastern Copperhead Snake.
Yeah.
Which I think is mostly at Wilmington. Oh, Wilmington and Sussex County.
Yeah, when they say Wilmington, they mean like the White Clay, Hockessin, not downtown, Murder Town, USA, Wilmington.
You can get shot there.
There's different.
You can definitely get killed there too.
That's a danger zone for sure.
There's no doubt about that. Bites from a copperhead are uncommon. 25% of defense bites are copperhead dry bites.
What the fuck's that mean? Just as
I've seen. So I've watched a video on this a few times. Seen people talk about it. I'll put my knowledge out there as a snake expert. There's a wet bite and a dry bite, and I think you already know what that means.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
They say that an older snake, yes, would probably most likely give you a dry bite
because they know,
like in the defense. Yeah,
but they're gonna have mercy on your soul.
I don't know about that, but the young ones will definitely hit you with a wet bite.
So aren't the younger baby snakes the more venomous?
Yeah, they're like little vampires. You know, they're the stronger, crazier ones. You know what I mean? The next one is a timber rattlesnake.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know we had anything other than the
copperheads.
Yeah, the copperheads.
And there's a water moccasin too.
There is a water moccasin, and I'm pretty sure I fucked up one time, and I did. I was one time I was fishing at Massey Mill, and I gotta think it was a water moccasin. They're pretty big. Mm-hmm. And this, so I was I didn't spend a lot of time trying to figure it out, but I was at the spillway at Duck Creek.
Oh, okay.
And I would catch the yellows right there in the little creek area.
Right.
And then hop right back up on the mill and then just cast right in the water and catch bass. Yeah. I jump down. I'm like fishing. I turn around. I'm like, oh my God, it's been on this limb the whole time right behind my ass. I'm standing right next to it. And it was all of at least
27 feet.
Yeah. I mean, probably 5 foot. It was
big enough.
It was good size, man. It was a big boy. According to the World Atlas, the timber rattlesnakes inhabit low mountain ranges such as Appalachians. Why they're around here, have no idea.
I don't know. Yeah, I've never seen them, but
yeah. Black widow spiders.
Yep.
We have plenty of those. You can see those pretty well. And then you have the other one. What's the other one? The brown
recluse.
Yeah, that's the other one.
I've had some friends have been bit by them, and it's fucking nasty.
Yeah, I one time when I was working with a year after I was working with Lynham down at the beach, I saw he had like a little bit of a hole right here. I was like, "Oh, what's happened to your face?" He's like, "I got bit on sleep by brown recluse." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
My buddy got bit under his arm, and it was just he thought it was like an Ingram hair or something, and like let it go, and it just started opening up. Turned into just a disgusting sore.
Ugh. Next one, Delaware snapping turtles have hooked jaws that snap to remarkable force.
Bro.
Yeah.
They are nasty. I was fishing when I was younger, fishing on a bank, and I was looking, you could look at like little portions of water, you could see the little sunnies and stuff swimming around.
Yeah.
And oh, look, cool, there's a couple fish there. And out of nowhere, a fucking snapping turtle was just chilling. I didn't even see it. And it was like lightning speed, grabbed this fucking fish and ate it. And I was like, holy fuck, man. There's nothing slow about a snapping turtle.
I will tell you where you can see big alligator snapping turtles is we used to see them a lot more. They would always be on 300 right next to Wheatley's Pond.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be on our bikes all the time and see a trash can lid essentially walking across the road. I mean, they were huge.
Yeah, I've seen them in little creeks just like swimming. And trash can lid is a perfect way to put it.
Big boys.
Fucking wild.
Yeah. Next one would be the coyotes. Now, I haven't seen one in person myself, but I know they're here.
I have.
You have seen some?
One time, yeah.
One time.
Up in, Kirkwood, Red Lion area.
Yeah, I see they're up there and then also on in our marshes.
They're everywhere. They're in every single county in the state.
Yeah. They have one called the Delabear.
Remember the Delabear? when
That was a thing.
It appeared. It was in Wilmington. It was legitimately in the city of Wilmington, like in people's backyards.
That's right.
Somebody had a video of it walking. You know how the yards are little postage stamps?
Yeah.
And it was walking along a fence in between 2 yards. It was essentially a bear cub.
Yeah.
It somehow just got lost and wandered down. I think they ended up just relocating.
Yeah.
Like tracking it and relocating
Got
it.
it with a picnic basket and got it out of there.
That's how it goes.
Picnic basket.
Yeah, picnic.
Mosquitoes.
What?
Yeah.
AIDS bugs?
So stop tilting your head. Okay. Yes, mosquito bites is itchy and wet, may develop, but there's a lot more of those little bugs. What the fuck is this thing saying? Anyway, you may get the Zika virus, the West Nile virus, the chikungunya virus.
That's some fucking tropical shit.
Dude, that's some tropical shit. Now, I will say, if you're near the marsh, put those mosquitoes with the
Gnats.
greenheads, with the gnats, with the horse flies. The horse flies are the size of a dove.
Dude. And will draw blood.
How do they hurt so bad?
I don't.
I'm not gonna lie.
fucking know.
When you get a big one, it gets you good. I'm like,
on your ankle,
fuck,
you look,
man. You're like,
look down. The top of your foot is bleeding because it just bit you in the boat.
how many times have you left a boat? First off, let's just go. Let's start with greenheads.
Oh.
And everyone's like this. They're like, look, I'm gonna go get the boat. You stay in the car. I'm gonna unload it. And as soon as I start it, all right, you have to run to the boat.
Yeah.
You get a day where there's no breeze, and the horse flies are like, hey, we'll just keep going out 3 miles with you. We'll just stay around you.
They
just
do.
keep circling with
They
you.
will just stay with the boat. You can't get away from them. I know.
that's
It's
the
fucking
worst.
awful.
Next one, ticks.
Oh,
Okay.
I hate a fucking tick.
I get a lot of those, man. I
Yeah.
mean, every time I go out, like I get a ton of those.
Was that a thing when you were a kid? My grandparents lived on big property, like out in the woods when I was a kid, and when we would go play in the summertime, after you get home and get in the shower and stuff, your mom always had to check your hair and everything for ticks when you were a
every
little
day,
kid.
especially in the summer? Every day, man.
Yeah.
I always have. I first would start with the shower and I just feel it like you can feel them when they're moving. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
there's one. I
Yep.
got it. Yeah, all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
I've had so many ticks. I remember one time they would be in our bed, like when I was hunting a lot back then. Candace would be like, I know I feel a tick on me right now. She's like, you must have ticks on you still. And like I get up. I remember one night she pulled 9 off of me while we were in bed. We were supposed to be sleeping, and we just kept pulling them off of
That's
me.
the worst part of hunting in like the September, before the first frost.
Yeah.
Ticks and chiggers.
They are, man. The next one, our last one, is a deer. Now,
Okay, tell me how deer's dangerous.
because of cars. Because
Okay. Yeah, I've hit a deer or two.
Have you? I've never hit one.
3.
I've had one. I have no idea how I didn't hit it.
Yeah.
It jumped in front of my truck and like it must have been an inch by the time it.
Yeah. I've actually hit 4. And 3 of them did significant damage.
They do some
like
damage.
insurance had to be involved and
Yeah.
all that shit. It was fucking bad.
Yeah.
Fucking bad. One in South Carolina, I was turning. It was in like a pretty urban area, and
Yeah.
I was turning into a shopping center to go to a grocery store, and this fucker just ran out of someone's yard into the side of my truck, like right in front of a grocery store.
You would think these cats are pretty smart. They wouldn't just
No.
run into a car.
I mean, full fucking
they're
tilt.
like they're like squirrels when they get towards the road. They're like,
Jesus Christ.
they know how to tie them up at death.
I
You
don't.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Just-
don't understand it.
They're pretty good with that. All right, well, that's it for our deadly Delaware news. On to some last-minute Trump news. We have the man's been out there wheeling and dealing. All right,
Yeah.
Tariffs.
Some good things happen. I think.
Things happening.
I would say good things.
I would say great things. Okay, consumer prices rose 2.3% in April compared to a year ago. Okay, but things are starting to kind of slow down. The eggs have fell 10% since April.
Thank fucking God.
I saw some prices come down.
Yeah.
I will say they are super. Dude, I buy the good eggs.
Yeah.
And they're like $13 for an 18 pack.
Yeah, that's why you need to get chickens.
I can't. No. First off, that's what Cass says. She's like, let's get chickens. I'm like, and spend. You know how much the eggs will cost then? They'll be $40 a fucking dozen.
Nah, man, just let
You
them
have
get the
to
bugs
feed.
in your yard.
You have to feed. Who's going to? I just saw a fox in my backyard. I'm gonna lose all 10 chickens in one night.
That's actually the reason why I won't get chickens, because we have the little dog. And I don't want predators coming around for the chickens and then seeing my little dog getting eaten by a fox or a coyote or a hawk or an eagle, because the chickens are going to bring those things.
Oh yeah,
So
and
I
then
can't
you got to find the bad eggs. We're all bloody inside, and there's like some nasty shit.
Well, that's why you don't have a rooster, because the rooster fertilizes an egg. Have you ever cracked an egg that had a chick in it?
I don't.
Sometimes
think so.
if you buy eggs from people around here that have eggs and they sell them or give them to you, every once in a while it'll happen.
See, I can't see. Like, I'm pretty tough, but when I see that in my eggs for my morning breakfast,
It's not the sight. It is the fucking smell.
It's just like,
dude, the smell is, I would say, top 3 worst smells ever.
Yeah.
Awful. You can tell though when you take an egg and you try to crack it to break it into a pan or a bowl. It's extra hard. You have to really fucking hit it, and So if I tap it a few times and it's not breaking, I'm like, I'll just throw it away.
On Monday, Trump temporary /tariffs on China from 145% down to 30%.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's doing everybody was getting all crazy about the tariffs, but I mean, he's a wheeler and dealer, so he put it up, and now he's working it.
Look, man, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm an economist and I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Same here.
I'm not going to do it.
Everybody was trying to fearmonger this whole thing. I'm like, dude, he's got to set the pace first. You know what I mean?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. All I know is I'm just going to keep fucking doing the damn thing.
Hey, you know when you want to do it? A great time to do it? Summertime. This episode is about summertime.
Ooh,
it's right around the corner. Man. We were actually counting this morning how many days left Macon has of school.
How many we got?
Not many. It was like
less than a month.
Yeah, it was like 4 this week, 5 next. It's like
June 10th, I think, is the kids' last day.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Got like a month left.
Then the ladies have 3 more days after that, after the kids leave, I think.
Thank goodness they don't have to make up snow days or anything anymore.
That's the one good thing that I do. It comes back. It's kind of, you got to make a small investment in the beginning where you don't get snow days anymore.
Yeah.
You have to do virtual learning, which is really nothing. It's fucking nothing.
No one's doing anything.
No, and then you don't have to worry about making up shit. So those bad years. We had some this year. We had a good bit of snow days this year. So instead of going to fucking school until
2 weeks.
Yeah, June 20th, now they're still getting out, which I would rather give it up in the wintertime, have it in the summertime.
When you think of summertime, what do you think of? What's the first thing that hits you?
Boats.
Fishing,
crabbing, cruising.
Okay. Me, barbecuing.
Oh.
Grilling and chilling.
Yeah.
See, the other day, now I've been grilling and chilling, most weekends, right? From way back. All right. I haven't heard you say that in a while. That's coming back. As summertime's here, we're coming way back.
Shout out to Ryan Hogate for bringing the way back.
But I've been smelling neighbors cooking. You get home, you smell like, you're like, oh my gosh. Like,
especially when it's charcoal.
Yeah, when it's charcoal.
Especially when someone.
That's all I've been doing.
No, I don't own a gas grill.
He doesn't even own a gas grill.
I have the griddle, the flat top.
Yeah.
And then I have the old school Weber.
Yeah.
22-inch Weber kettle. So when I want the charcoal, and then I have the smoker to do real barbecue, ribs, pulled pork, brisket, and all that shit. So I got everything covered. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more work. It's worth it in my opinion.
Speaking of barbecue, speaking of the outdoor cooking, what's your favorite dishes of the summer?
Like barbecue, smoked meats barbecue.
Smoked meats.
Ribs, brisket, pulled pork. Yeah. I like when I have the rare 12 to 20 hours of nothing to do and I can smoke a pork shoulder or do some ribs for dinner and everything cooked outside. And then the family eats on the patio when it's nice out and the kids are swimming and then dinner's ready and they come out of the pool still in their bathing suits and eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or next, very close, probably the same, interchangeable is crabs. Eating crabs outside. You caught crabs all morning. You invite some friends over. Hey, I got a bushel. Who wants to come eat some? And then you go around to Doolin's and get a dozen ears of sweet corn. Oh, it's the fucking best.
I agree with everything you said.
Okay.
But my secret fat ass Polish, heritage, I sit there and I eye up. One of my favorite things I'm going to eat during the summer is a potato salad.
Potato salad.
I mean, some of those side dishes. I think more about the side dishes when it comes to summer. It's like, yo, we about to bang up some motherfucking potato salad next to my fucking burger. I might take my hot dog, just be dipping it into my potato salad. That might turn into my hot dogs. Sometimes they turn into spoons.
The last bites of a hot dog and or hamburger turn into your utensils.
You just round the plastic bowl or fucking plate food. Just like, let me just push it all here. Let me just scrape it down. Just tilt the plate up, get that gravity work and just have that last big bite.
Maybe you got a little bit of ketchup mixed in there for a little extra juice. You know what I mean? My favorite side is not popular by a lot of people is coleslaw though. I love any style, creamy style, vinegar style. I love fucking coleslaw.
You know whose coleslaw I used to love as a kid? KFC's.
Oh, Dude, it is.
I know.
I would say one of the best, or if not the best, from like a chain place.
I don't know what it is. Is it the finely chopped? Is it? I don't know.
Dude, so much so that my family went through a pretty good period of time where for holiday dinners they would just go buy like big containers of KFC coleslaw. That was the side because it was so fucking good. And nobody wants to make coleslaw. It's a pain in the ass. Chop cabbage and make the dressing and you got to make it the day before because it has to sit.
A little bit of vinegar, got to let it welt the vegetables down a little bit.
A little white sugar in there.
Yeah.
And it has to be made the day before. Potato salad the same way.
It's got to set.
You can't have potato salad the day
As I
of.
say, the dressing's got to marry,
And then the next day you add a little bit more to juice it up. You know what I mean? A little bit more dressing to juice it up, and then it's perfect. All sides.
Somebody fuck around and just makes a good ass mac and cheese. Like you get to a barbecue, right? That's what I'm saying. Like I always stare at the meats. I'm like, yo, I can't wait to fuck that up. I can't wait to fuck that. But I'm like, yo, the accoutrements around it.
Accoutrements.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like staring at the mac and cheese. Like okay, that is going to go over. I might just spread that over everything.
Yeah.
Like somebody brings a good. Like I like a mac and cheese. Somebody took time and then they put it in the oven. Maybe did a little Ritz cracker, or a little Cheeto dust on the top of it.
The crunchy top on the mac and cheese is where it's at.
In summertime, you already know. It's like, all right, what are we doing? Are we drinking? Am I going to skip eating, or am I going to carb out so hard I'm going to be stuffed after this first plate? Like it is. I'm like in my mind. I'm like, which direction am I taking this evening?
You can't do both.
You can't do both.
Yeah, at least not me, because I'm fat ass.
Once you drink, you've been drinking, and you get to the carbs and mac and cheese and a potato salad, and
you're done.
You're like,
yeah.
you're like manual breathing.
So are we gonna rage all night from just day drinking to night drinking, or are we gonna just eat and be fat and be done by 8 o'clock?
Typically, I will just keep drinking. I'm like, when everyone goes home and I put all the kids to bed, I will make the nastiest, dirtiest plate of food in the world.
Oh yeah,
just a nice quiet. Like you get the AC. You might even get a shower. You're just like, just nice and quiet. Just.
Yeah, all the leftovers are just room temperature.
They're all just perfect. You know what I mean? Just like I'm about to fuck.
Yeah, you don't have to microwave anything. It's like the perfect temperature just to eat it.
As my brother and I used to say, we're gonna fuck something. You know what I mean? Like, so you know what I mean? Like we're either taking somebody home or I'm gonna be fucking up this fridge. You know what I mean? Like we're doing.
Gosh,
either way, you know what I mean? There's gonna be some pleasure at some point this night.
But like summertime is such a good time for all of those things. And going back to your activities. I like the outdoors. I like being on the boat, whether it's to crab or fish or just to ride around.
Yeah.
Enjoy the water, get out, swim, float around, have beverages, let the kids go crazy or whatever. Maybe we're bar hopping around the bays and hitting some different spots. It's just so fun, man.
It is. Let's go. What about the summertime songs? Do you have any classics that like you definitely pop off during the summer? Or like, I'll give you an example. The one person who comes to mind for summer who's going to hit it on the head. He can do summertime, and then he can do fall time, and that's Kenny Chesney.
I think he has a song about that.
Yeah, he's got them all. He's got them all. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say so. My mind in this scenario, because I like too many different kinds of music. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's country, 90s country. Sometimes it's fucking classic rock. Sometimes it's Nuck If You Buck Radio on Pandora, and we're just gonna fucking go early 2000s hip hop.
Yeah.
If I drop my boat in Lewis and we're going to ride out to Dewey and you're all excited, you get the boat in the water, you start cruising through town nice and slow. I probably got either 90s country on, little, Joe Diffie, you know what I mean?
Texas Size Heartache. I mean,
my God, dude.
She was the queen of my double wide trailer with the polyester curtains and the redwood deck.
Or
now she run off and I got to catch her.
So wrong.
Damn your black heart and your pretty redneck.
Or Leonard Skinner is a good one. Leonard Skinner Radio, any of those guys, the Southern rock. But then
I order up Slow Jam Fizz.
But then you've had, by the time maybe you're almost
sitting there staring at a lobster tank, I ordered up a Slow Jam Fizz.
You're all over the place. But then you get a couple high noons in you. Maybe you've pounded a buzzball on the ride.
Fucking buzzball.
And then you're like, you know what? We're going to go with early 2000s hip hop. and we're going to just get fucking ratchet now.
I'm still back on fucking, Charlie Daniels of a torque wrench. You know what I mean?
Joe Diffie was the greatest loss of COVID, in my opinion.
He is the ultimate, if you want my genre of country, that's it right there.
I don't think it got better after the 90s. You know what I mean?
Like Joe Diffie, I was really big, when I was younger too, I was a really big Randy Travis fan too.
It was also the last time,
Like the videos are fun. Like if it's summertime, you see those videos. They're all barbecuing. They're all having fun.
Yeah, on a boat, fishing or doing something.
Yeah.
It was the last time Toby Keith was good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what the fucking should have been a cowboy.
Should have been a cowboy.
The last good Toby Keith song.
Should have learned a rope and ride.
Who else wants to hear Tom sing more on every episode? He'll do it.
Wearing my blue jeans, riding my ponies. Hey, man, first speaking of ponies, moving on.
Jesus Christ, Tom.
Hey, fucking easy on that big guy, dude. Traveling. Do you have places you used to go in the summer? Your must-have spots that you hit?
So if we want to talk about childhood.
Let's go back.
Yeah, we were too poor
Let's
to travel.
think of like Kenny Chesney. I go back. Okay.
We were too poor to travel and do big vacations. So it was like day trips to Rehoboth or Fenwick Island.
No chicken salad for you.
None. Bologna sandwiches, bud.
You know what I mean?
Bologna sandwiches with some Doritos. That was it. Packed in the cooler that I had to fucking carry all the way through the fucking sand over the dunes, because I'm the only dude there. Because unfortunately, my dad couldn't come with us on a lot of these things because he had to work.
Yeah, we all got sad stories.
Yeah, we all got sad stories. But now, this summer, we have 1 week down the beach. We got a house down in Bethany.
Bitch, we're still on your fucking past. All right? Tell me about your past first, then we go to the future. Okay? Put your little snooze in.
I think my favorite is still just our own beaches, man.
Your own
I
beaches,
like them.
yeah.
I would rather do multiple small trips like that
Okay.
than like a big trip that's going to like eat up such a chunk of my summer. You know what I mean? That I'm tired when I come home from.
Let me give you my ultimate.
Okay.
Okay? If you said, well, let me give you your summertime pass. All right? I can hit you with a few things. All right?
Okay.
Number one, all right, being dead ass tired on a nice warm beach blanket. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just like the best nap you're ever going to get while you're listening to the seagulls.
I don't disagree with that one bit.
You know what I mean? Like you're hearing the seagulls, you're taking a deep nap.
The fucking ocean crashing.
And then somebody just saying, "Hey, you want some cheese fries from Grotto's?" I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
God.
Just some cheese fries out there.
You got me chubbed up right now.
You know what I mean? Just all the dirty stuff. You know what I mean? Just chilling there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're right.
Just,
You're right.
Just playing with the sand fleas. You know?
That's why we're fortunate to live where we live.
We are.
We can do that.
We
you know what I mean?
are.
And it's not the best beaches. It's not beautiful blue water. You know what I mean? But I think they're pretty good.
They're pretty,
especially as a kid.
They must be. Everyone's moving here.
Everybody fucking comes. God almighty. Pennsylvania, if you could slow down just a little bit.
I know.
God
and also,
almighty.
if you guys could also just get the hell about the left lane. What is with the PA
drivers.
guy? I mean, it's crazy. Like, if the stereotype is right, it really is always going to be a PA driver in the left lane going 50 miles an hour.
Yep.
Like, bro, you see everyone passing you.
Yeah.
Just get over.
Oh my gosh, man. No, I'm looking forward to those days. We've been talking a lot about it. We're so excited about the beach, and Memorial Weekend is 2 weeks, a week and a half from now, and we're kind of going back and forth and going to the Metallica concert in Philly, which is that Friday.
That
kickoff.
Terrible.
Yeah, and
traffic wise.
Well, yes and no, right? That's my favorite band of all time. I've seen them 11 times, but I want to be down the beach the whole weekend, in some degree. And you know what we're doing? We've done a few concerts, done a few shows. We've gone to the Boardwalk Rock down the beach this weekend down in Ocean City, Maryland. So I'm 99% sure I'm not going to Metallica because I'd rather you get off work. Let's go do something. Let's head south. I don't care if it's just for dinner. Let's just be in it. Let's just get in. Because you know it's going to be mayhem. From Wednesday, Thursday night down the beach is going to be fucking nuts. I like that. Do you like that crowd? Just because it's summertime, it's here.
I call it the Rumble Pit.
The Rumble Pit, yeah.
That's why I always call it Dewey. It's like the fucker jump in the Rumble Pit, dude.
And you go to Dewey and we won't be a part of this, but some craziness is going to happen. Somebody's going to go too hard. A couple people are going to get arrested. You know what I mean? The cops are going to be busy, but if you can get in and out, because we're local, you can get down there at a certain time, leave at a certain time, You get the best of everything.
Get the best.
Yeah.
Now, talk to me about your summer clothing choices.
Oh, fucking bathing suit and flip flops, bro.
I have been
Or
trying
bare
to
feet.
figure out how I can just be in board shorts most of the day, but I have to talk to homeowners, so I don't think it's appropriate that they give me a bunch of money and then I'm in board shorts in their basement.
But you're talking homeowners for a short percentage of your day.
Do you want to spend $100,000 with somebody and he's in board shorts and sandals in the
Maybe
basement?
if they're my people.
I know.
I see you show up in board shorts and you got the vibe going on. Like, this is my guy.
Maybe.
This is my
Maybe
guy.
that is the thing.
That's how I run my real estate business. Is like, I'm going to be, now I don't dress unprofessional,
Yeah.
but I don't hide my tattoos. I don't wear, things I would normally wouldn't wear.
Fly your colors, dude, you know?
Yeah. So I'm going to attract the folks that I want to do business with,
Yeah.
and I'm going to push away the folks I really don't want to do business with.
I'm in the hunt for I want a couple more board shorts. I've always, every summer, since I've been a kid, I like board shorts there. I love it because I don't need to wear underwear. I can jump in and out of water and just
And you're dry in 10 minutes.
dry in 10 minutes and I can go sit down.
Yeah.
I do need a good pair of flip flops this year. I'm so tired of shoes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find flip flops that don't flop too much. Just that.
Nobody wants to hear that slap. Like,
You
it's
know what I
like
mean?
a slow fuck. Nobody wants
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Do they make sandals that don't have that
Mine
without
don't.
being a Jesus shoe?
Yeah, mine don't do that too bad.
They don't?
I think it's
What's your brand?
the material of
Yeah.
the bottom. Is
That's
what
what
it is.
and I was thinking maybe like if I got like they make those ones out of hemp.
If they're if they're a little spongier than like a hard plastic. I think, you know what I mean? And they gotta be
like the reefs anymore, they're too hard in the heel and they slap hard.
Actually, I think I have reached.
I'm gonna try to grab some like those hemp ones and I think it's
hippie.
well,
crunchy.
because I think they have the leather strap that probably doesn't like some of the sandals has that big elastic bend, so like
Yeah, I like
you
that.
walk and the fucking heel is still on the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I need one that kind of sticks with my foot. more.
And the flip flops have to be properly worn in.
Yeah, you got
When they're brand new, you got a week of
you got that toe
hardcore wear.
thong. You gotta wear it.
Yeah, it's got to get to your gait, as they say. Do they say that? I think they do.
Who the hell said that to you?
Who knows?
I want to know right now.
Speaking of shorts, I don't know if you own any of them. If you don't, you should go get them. The brand Chubbies.
Chubbies, I've seen them.
Dude, shout out Chubbies. We would love a sponsor from you. We both have nice, voluptuous thighs.
We're girthy.
They fit perfectly.
Yeah.
And they're short. You get the little 5-inch seams,
Yeah.
so you can show the wheels off.
Yeah.
You got to show the wheels off. You got to get the tan high up your thighs.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
my bathing suits are all Chubbies. They make nice, dressier shorts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But then you can wear them anywhere.
Every year I like pull up Chubbies and I never end up buying them. So this year I think I'm gonna make an effort.
They're a little spendy.
Yeah, they are. But we'll do a little unboxing of some Chubbies on here.
I am outfit of the day. Chubby bathing suit, flip flops, no shirt.
Just a whole
Let's go.
accoutrements of goodies.
I mean, that's a pretty.
We also for Easter we got the kids a bunch of toys for the boat. They got new water guns. They got new. First off, I had a great. So we took the boat out this past weekend,
Sunday.
Had a great moment with Ellie.
Ooh.
First off, the water was cold, right? And so, like, I just teach them how to numb up. They're like kind of like crying about how cold it is. I'm like, I'm like, but I know it's going to go away.
Yeah.
And then finally, like, oh, look at this. And I'm like, cool, they're good.
Yeah.
But then I was teaching her, she was picking up stuff. And I was like, all right, pick it up. Like, find the clams and the mussels.
Yes.
And I was like, hey, pick it up. And then go like this underwater, get the sand off.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes later, I saw her pick up a little razor clam, and she went like this underwater. I was like, she's looking at a little adult. You know what I mean? I was like, that little moment of her like learning just to like how to think ahead. Just a little rinse off and then looks at it.
And also, like, that's the important shit. Number one, the kids need to learn.
Yeah.
Let's discover shit. There's life out here. We're in that environment.
Yeah.
Let's learn about it. Don't be afraid of it. So like, you don't want a kid that's afraid of a fucking clam.
I make
You know
sure
what I
I
mean?
pick up the horseshoe crabs and I have them pet them and stuff.
I was going to say this. That's the exact thing I was going to say next is horseshoe crabs, because kids are like kind of like naturally afraid of horseshoe crabs. But like, you show them like, hey, they're not going to hurt you. You know what I mean? You can hold them on the underside and feel their legs tickle on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're a cool thing. So if you make it cool and show them how to handle it and like, leave them alone or whatever, like they're going to not be afraid to get in water that
because
you can't see.
They're going to be afraid. Yeah, and I show them how to pick it up and how to pick it up properly. And,
So I will tell you Pam's unreasonable fear when we're on the boat, and say we go to rudder and you're not beaching your boat there, right? You're just anchoring in knee deep water.
Yeah.
And I'll get off the boat and I'll pull it in and I'll set the anchor, and then her getting off the boat into the water is like a thing where, and her fear is that I'm going to jump off the boat and a horseshoe crab is going to have its tail pointed straight up and her foot's going to go through the spiky tail. But that's not going to happen, Pam. It will never, ever happen. So, but lo and behold, every single time I have to carry her off the boat and like set her down gently so her foot is saved from the dangerous horseshoe crab.
Good man. Good man.
Whatever makes mommy happy, whatever gets her in the water.
Do you have summertime movies that you like?
Damn, that's a good one.
Yeah.
The first thing that popped in my mind is Sandlot.
Sandlot.
I don't know why I said it. I don't watch it religiously in the summertime.
That is a summer movie, man.
If there's a movie that makes you feel nostalgia and good in the summertime, it's the fucking Sandlot.
Yeah, because they also incorporate like the 4th of July in there. They bring in like the whole summer scene. Like,
the 4th of July scene when they're playing, was it like America? It was Ray Charles, right?
Oh yeah.
What's the fucking song?
Yeah. God Bless America, or what's he singing?
Fuck, I can't get it out.
It's right there.
But it's just in the whole like just a montage of everybody eating and the fireworks start going off and the boys run to play baseball because you could see the field. I got fucking goosebumps right now.
Back when everybody was just latchy kids, you know what I mean?
Dude, and you lived in a neighborhood. We lived in neighborhoods, right?
Across. You're in
but even when you were up north, our neighborhood was like that. Like the parents hung out with each other on somebody's deck or in the yard, and the kids were in the street playing. Yeah. And like
shout out Swanwick.
Oh, wow.
Just like, you're like 2 minutes from just getting picked up and stolen.
But it also wasn't like that either, because all the parents, I feel like the parents back then, they were good. They were good people. You know what I mean?
They were all proper blue collar that made some bad decisions here and there,
but not terrible decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They weren't
not terrible.
They weren't bad people.
They're not
you know what I mean?
Going too far.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And I think it was like it was almost like that was the last generation of that.
It's just like a good working blue collar, low credit score kind of neighborhood. You know what I mean?
God, that was perfectly said. But yeah, Sandlot that scene is fucking iconic to me, man. Yeah. And that's what the boys do all summer long. That you say summertime movie, that's what hits me. What about you?
Probably that or any like the good baseball movies like Field
of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. I'll take a rom-com one. What's like the ones with some of those rom-com ones in the early 2000s.
Notebook.
Not Notebook.
Notebook was good, man.
It was a good movie. I will say that.
Did it make you cry? Notebook
I don't know
make you
one,
cry?
No.
You fucking liar.
Did you cry then, huh?
The Notebook? Fuck yeah. Absolutely, man. At the end, when he's just trying to get her to remember him over and over again every day.
Also like this guy fucking kind of picked wrong maybe. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good lesson on maybe he should have moved on. You know what I mean? Like,
that's fucked up, dude.
I don't know. It doesn't seem to work out well for him. You know what I mean? Like,
you can't help it if your wife gets Alzheimer's and can't remember you.
Yeah,
what if Candace gets Alzheimer's? You're gonna be like, fuck, man, I picked the wrong one.
Gotta ditch her. You know what I mean? I'll let her go. Well, no, I'm just saying all the problems I had in the beginning too, and like, gosh.
Yeah, but you fight for it, man. If you know it's
right, you gotta fight for it.
Nobody's giving up around here.
Nobody's giving up.
You know what I mean? I know you ain't gonna give up. But anyway.
Yeah, some of those Rom-Com summer movies.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a big one that used to be part of my one. I will tell you a couple of my childhood ones that were like staples.
Mm-hmm.
Was number one was Don't be a menace. South Central by drinking juice in the hood. That's like, yo, summertime. That's one that's coming on ASAP. Yeah. Oh yeah,
that's crazy. I would never have guessed that.
Yeah, and then also Rad.
Oh my god,
dude! The songs, the soundtrack. I'm about to get on my bike and fucking kill it right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were too young for Rad.
That was my shit,
dude. Me too. I remember that. What was the big giant half pipe called?
They had a big logo on it.
Wasn't it called something?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to bring that movie back.
That dude, I used to watch that movie for inspiration. The other one I used to like, I can't remember the name, but back when the one actor, he was like he was like building a custom skateboard and they were fighting, I think like some military Christian Slater, was that who it was? And he had like this awesome fucking skateboard he made with the rails on it, you know what I mean, and the custom trucks.
I feel like I remember something about that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Dude, God.
When those movies came out, though,
Because I had
you
an
were
older
pretty-
brother. I had an older brother.
That
Yeah.
makes sense now. Because I'm like, damn, they were older movies.
Oh yeah,
Rad was like 1985, I think.
yeah. Well, I was born in '85, so I was right there, dude. I was right there with
so
it.
I guess if your brother liked it and then rewatched it when you were older and could appreciate it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, but I remember watching it in the late 80s. And so, you talk about like, all right, I'm going to go, BMX is my thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a BMX bike.
Yeah.
I was, you know.
Ham sandwiches.
Yeah, fucking. You think I had a mongoose, bro?
That's all
no.
I had. That's fucking.
No, I had a mongoose.
My dad would buy like if it
Kmart
was,
bikes.
If it was something to do with me getting better or something, he'd buy me something nice to get to make sure I was like doing it.
What was it like to be rich then?
It's pretty good. God, remember going to an actual rich person's house? You're like, you have everything. You just have every game there is. So like, someone has
Dude.
I had a Sega. I had whatever games it came with. And then we used to go to. We would go to like a Spencer's Bazaar, and you'd go in there like for $1 like, in the bin. I'd grab old games. Like that's how I found.
And you were 8 years late.
Yeah. I found Toe Jam and Earl, and I was like, that was my shit. The
Toe Jam and Earl was fucking awesome.
That was the best. The soundtrack on that fucking game, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Toe Jam and Earl, that was my shit.
Wow, and you're fucking throwing it back big time. Rad, Toe Jam
but
and
then
Earl.
you go to like a rich person's house, and they would have every game ever made for that console. They had the turbo, like controllers. And
no, that wasn't.
They just
me.
had every toy. Every Nerf gun they ever made. They had. You're like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, that wasn't me. I didn't even have.
You open up the freezer. I'm like, you have every snack there is. I'm like, I'm about to fucking murder this
Bro, you
whole
got
fridge.
Hot Pockets?
I'm like,
holy shit!
Yeah, microwave in your own basement with the snacks down here. I'm like, I'm about to annihilate all this.
Oh, I got to see how the other half lives.
I know.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like, I don't watch a whole lot of movies in the summertime. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I would watch them just like, I don't know, man. It's like, like Friday or Friday after next. Like, those are like my summer movies.
Yeah. What we've been doing now, which I hope the kids have these conversations like we're having now, is watching movies outside on the projector.
Yeah,
hang the screen up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, on the back of the garage and sit on the patio, and it's really like me and Pam are watching a movie, and the kids might be watching it for a minute, and then they're running around playing, and then they come back, and then they come out with a snack, and then, can we get in the hot tub? Yeah, go ahead, get in the hot tub. And it's that we actually did it 2 weeks ago. It was like a Friday or Saturday night, had nothing going on. I think we went to the Boondocks, had a nice dinner, came home, put the projector up, just let the kids do their thing. It's a fucking perfect night. Yeah, it's absolutely perfect.
You know what else was some of my other movies I used to really enjoy during the summer? Probably one of the number ones was Can't Hardly Wait.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was like
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
That's like when I was ready to start dating girls. Like I was at that age. I was like, Jennifer Love Hewitt back then.
You know how many times I had sex with Jennifer Love Hewitt and she didn't know about it?
Yeah,
a lot.
She does now.
Yes,
she does now.
If she listens, you never know.
You never know.
She could be a secret listener.
Can't Hardly Wait. If it's on, I'll watch it. Dudes, Where's My Car?
Wow.
Just some like I like those. I like those kind of.
I saw that
movies.
in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Might watch The Waterboy.
Waterboy's a good one. Yeah.
I like a good summer, like just a summer fun movie like that.
Speaking of hot tubs, are you guys still using yours?
It's unplugged right now because I'm about to build a little mini deck for it off of our deck.
Is the water still in it?
The water's still in it.
You have to do the move where you watch a movie in the hot tub. Get the water temperature right, not hot, just like 9800 degrees. And
that's not a hot tub, man. That bitch better be 104. I'd
max
that bitch out. If I could, I'd put it at 110.
But you can't sit in there for 2 hours.
Bet I could. Because the temperature goes down.
Well, yeah, it can. But you got a cheap hot tub. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever, dude.
But anyway.
It's like to be rich, bro.
But me and Pam have done it a few times, sit in the hot tub with a bottle of wine, and we'll project the movie on the back side of the hot tub lid.
Yeah.
And so we just sit there and watch a movie and hang out, sip a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
That's a good move, too.
In
the summertime, you know what I mean?
Hey, what else? The kids catching fireflies.
And our kids do that, which makes me happy because I did it all the time, too. When my grandparents living in the woods, got dusk, you're outside catching fireflies, put them in a mason jar, pop the holes in the lid, try to keep them alive. They always die.
We used to treat them as like neon sticks and rub them on ourselves.
That's where I was going to go next. Yeah. Yep. It's such a shitty thing to do. You're like killing a firefly. It's a fucked up thing to do.
Rubbing asses on your
That's what another thing that makes me happy about the summertime is when I see my kids doing the shit we used to do, and that just fucking gives me the juice, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Like even shucking corn. Like when you get the kids to shuck corn for you, because that was like our job. You know, hey, you can't fuck this up. Shuck the corn, clean it, whatever. So now when I see my kids doing that, it's, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm getting too deep, but I like when I see the kids doing that shit.
A good crab feast. I'm ready for some of those.
It's about that time. We should do that.
You know what I'd like the best though is not doing it with everybody. I honestly don't get to enjoy it much because I got to chase my damn kids around and But what is nice is when I get to go to the crab house by myself, sit there with $2 PBRs, get the $55 all you can eat crabs, and I sit there. I'm like, I'm just going to eat these crabs properly, slow. Because when I have the kids and the wife, and I'm like, usually tell her, I'm like, you hang out, you chill. I'll take the kids. I can hammer 6 of these crabs in about 6 minutes.
Yeah, it's coming for you though. Your kids' age,
They're getting better,
where
yeah.
you could just, I mean,
It's happening now.
we can like just cut them loose.
Yeah.
I mean, our backyard is kind of set up a little bit differently where they can't get anywhere. They can't hurt nothing. It's completely fenced in. And if you have other kids involved, especially if they're a little bit older, they could help take the younger kids. So the parents can sit and enjoy having some crabs and, having some beverages and not worrying about it and just fucking letting them go. And it's lawless. You just kind of let the kids just go feral. You know what I mean? What can we do this? Yep, fucking go do it. And there's a baseball bat always comes out, a football, can we get in the pool? Can we get in the hot? Yep, do it. Sunday, my pool's not quite ready.
Yeah.
So we had a couple people over, a bunch of kids over the house playing, and these kids were can we get in the pool? No, it's not ready yet. It's almost there. I got a little pile of leaves right in the center. The filters got them all down there, and I got to get them out. That's really it. It's clear. It's good to go. And, so little Jerry said, well, can we at least get in the hot tub? And normally I would be like, no, I'm not having fucking 10 kids in the hot tub fucking up. But I said, you know what? Have at it.
Yeah.
And they were fucking in and out of the hot tub all day. Water, they kicked all the water out. There's goggles in the bottom and shit, grass in there. Who cares? You know what I mean? They weren't bothering the moms on Sundays, hot mom brunch.
Yeah.
And the moms got to do their thing, drink mimosas all fucking day, get tuned in. It was great. It was a good time.
That's good. Good Mother's Day.
Sometimes you have to let the kids just fucking go feral.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what's great about going out to these sandbars, man. I put the kids out there and then they just go explore.
Can't hurt nothing.
And Macon now is like, he was walking around the boat from me to back to the boat by himself. Now he's like, we brought out these cheap little lacrosse sticks. We're playing lacrosse out there in the water.
Perfect.
That's fucking that's the bomb.
How many of those lacrosse sticks have you accumulated so far?
Well, I think we have 3 now.
Okay.
Those little cheapies.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have 2 on the boat.
Yeah, I feel like for some reason, multiple times a year, we end up with a set from somebody.
Yeah.
And we have them all over the fucking place.
Somebody at the school is buying like a pallet load of them.
Yeah, I know. That's what, like, why is there a brand new pack in your bag? We have 4 at home. I don't know, but whatever.
It's perfect for the boat. And this year, so the goal is during the week, we're going to set up like probably the fireplace for like a Wednesday breakup, just to break the week up, do the fireplace out there.
Love it.
And then for the most part, I want to have the boat ready and just go out to Duffy's Creek and Marina and just run out there and just chill on the Bohemia.
I gotta go with you because I don't know that water. I gotta go with you sometime and kind of learn it. Everybody always says, "Hey, come out here, go to Maryland, and the water's better, whatever." I don't agree.
I don't know
if the water's better.
Water's better, but I mean, it will get hot and later on hot and dirty and bacteria. But it is it's cool because it's very big. Like you get out there and it's huge. You know what I mean? There's big houses everywhere. It's cool. It's cool. It's very cool views, and then you can find a sandbar out there. Yeah, it's great.
Do you have to worry about running aground like you do in the Delaware Bays?
No, it's not sandbars like that. You have to go near. You'll find a sandbar mostly right near the land.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like
the Indian River Bay is fucked right now. It is. I don't know if you've seen. There's a guy on Facebook, Driscoll Drones. That he'll do aerial shots like throughout the winter or this time of year, and he'll say like, "Yo, don't follow the channel markers," and he'll do aerial shots of low tide, and it's fucked, man.
I don't see the problem out there because
we got a small boat too, though.
Smaller. The pontoon's not small.
No,
but it's still drafts. That's 24-foot pontoon.
You got 8-inch draft or something dumb like
that.
Dude,
it drafts in fucking nothing. You know what I mean?
So worst case is trim the motor up. Everybody get off the boat. for a second and let me push this bitch off.
Also,
you know what I mean?
just can't be flying around. Like, if you know you can hit a sandbar, why would you be going full 30 miles an hour with family and kids on the boat with a possibility of like, well, if you go fast over sandbars, you'll just skip right over. You can take this route here. I'm like, why?
I'm not.
I can also just take the channel at like 10 miles an hour because I enjoy the boat ride. Well, we're not going anywhere that crazy.
No,
it don't take long from the inlet to the Paradise Grill. It don't take long at all.
No,
it's 30 minutes, not even.
And that's when you're going slow.
That's when you're going slow. Like you're enjoying the ride.
I like the boat ride. That's why we like the cruise down from Lewis to the Rehoboth Bay is because it's almost all. I think it's 13 miles.
Yeah.
And all but like 3 miles is a no wake zone.
Yeah.
So you have a section that you could hammer down, and everybody does go fast.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're in town and amongst houses and docks and shit. You're going, 6, 7, 8 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And that's plenty. You could hear the music. You could talk to people. You know what I mean? You're not beating the fuck out of your passengers.
Yeah, you can hear the music. The motor's not loud. You're not beating everybody up because a lot of times there's so much traffic coming every which direction that the waves are just like, it's like, hey, they're going to hit from all
That's
around.
the problem. In that section of the Lewis Canal that you can run wide open, there's inevitably a bigger hauled boat that's overloaded with
plowing
with 10 people in the bow. You have fucking plowing water. And it's like they don't have no thought of like the weight that they're throwing. And I'm there in my smaller boat that's a shallow running boat, and I got kids and shit. And like, you motherfucker. Now I gotta. No, they don't give a fuck.
People fly right by us on the water, man. Just rushing, just like people loved, and you can tell. And I can tell like they're just being dicks because I'll see like the common twin black motors with no stickers on it. I know they got older motors on the back. They got this big boat they probably take out a few times.
Yep.
And they're just going super fast around everyone, just waking the shit out of everyone.
Dude,
like you see me with a loaded ass pontoon boat.
Yeah.
Why you gotta come right near me? You know what I mean? Like, and just fly by. Like, I
don't understand.
Where are you going? We're all going to Sandbar. It's like it's right there.
It'll be there. It's not going anywhere. Fuck, Woody. Don't you want to enjoy your boat?
There's so much parking out there.
Yeah, I know. I've never done the Sandbar with my boats. Never been out there.
You guys should just come down and do the pontoon with us one time.
Yeah, I should do that.
They're pretty cool. I mean, it goes down to sand.
Yeah.
I mean, just sand.
Yeah,
it'll be in the middle, open up. It'll just be sand.
Yeah, I've seen like pictures of a friend of mine out there, and he'll stay all day, so he doesn't care. Like the water is gone. The boat is sitting like completely 100% beach.
Yeah.
And like, he just like, well, I'm going to be here anyway. The tide's going to come back in. Yeah. Once it picks it up, then we'll leave. No big deal.
Yeah. You can beach everywhere on there.
Yeah. The only thing I enjoy more about going to like the Rudder area, the Dewey Marina, was Dewey Yacht Club, right?
Yeah.
With all the yachts there.
I know.
Is we could leave and go to a restaurant. Or one time last year, me, Pam, Tristan, and Christina went out there and just to hang out on the boat. And it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're like, let's go to fucking jam session for like an hour. So we just grabbed all our shit, grabbed our shirts, wallet, flip flops, left the boat there, walked up to Bottle and Cork, jam session for hour and a half. Like, okay, let's go. Walked back out on the boat and went back home.
Any big goals for this summer? Any must dos? Anywhere you definitely got to go?
No, man. My goal this summer and most summers lately in the past couple of years is to make it go by as slow as possible. Yeah. So I can't jam pack it full with a bunch of big plans because that just makes everything go by. Because you think about it, we only have a month because of football. Football starts July 15th. Kids get out July 10th or June 10th. So we have a month of like that we could wear their asses out and do things. And I don't want to be like a week here, 4 days here. That's half your time's gone.
Yeah.
And now I have a great backyard, a pool, a boat. I want to get a lot of shit in with the kids. And not that you can't do stuff in August when football's going on, but I can't spend the day at the beach and then come home and expect Jerry to go to football practice for 2.5 hours. Yeah. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that to him. So we kind of got to like, if we're going to enjoy summer, we have to slow time down as much as possible. So that is the goal.
Yeah. I think we will be taking Matt out again for crabbing. I think he's coming up here summer, Kale was saying. I think we're going to take him back out crabbing.
Or we could do something different, go fishing. In like July-ish, the inshore reef sites usually turn on pretty good for like kingfish, croaker, little shit. But it's fun to catch and they're really good to eat.
Yeah.
That's why I take the kids out there to fish because it's nonstop. It's nonstop catching fish. That kids need that. You know what I mean? And you're only kingfish that big.
Fun.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're killing it over there. You know what I mean? And you catch so many different things: kingfish, croaker, spot, trout, sea bass, fucking sharks. I don't like sharks, but the kids like catching the shark. It's cool to them. You know what I mean? So
Catching an ultimate predator.
I mean, yeah. Who the fuck? What first grader or kindergartner can say like, yeah, I caught a shark? It's fucking awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think that let's wrap this bitch up.
Do it. Summertime is coming.
I'm done. Tennis is done.
And you still won't go fishing.
Hey, look, I got to give her at least a week. Me being here, we got stuff to plan out.
Speaking of a bunch of excuses,
I got to get the camper set up. I got to get it planned out. We got to find spots to start rotating in.
Real quick, are you going in the camper Memorial Weekend?
So we don't know yet. Actually, my spot is not opened up. My spot is not rented out. Why should I come down to Treasure Island?
No, I was just asking you. I figured you got the camper. That's where you're gonna do Memorial Weekend. Her house is actually open Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, it's actually open for Memorial Day weekend. Which I just told her. She's like, "You want me to block it off?" I said, "Let's leave it open. See if someone grabs it last minute. If not, we'll go down with it."
Oh, so that's what I was going to ask you. What's the cutoff to you? You're just literally that day. If the Friday comes and it's not booked, then
maybe the week before or something.
I would give it to this weekend.
Yeah.
Give it to this weekend. If Sunday night it's not booked, just fucking block it off.
Yeah, we'll block it off.
Go down there.
I should have one nice, easy start and then do the camper life.
Yeah, that's
nice one because it's a big weekend. A lot of people go down. A lot of traffic. A lot of sitting there.
Yeah.
And I got the moped this year. I'm fucking ninjaing it.
And you can't.
Y'all meet you at the Starburg.
What's the closest campground to Dewey?
Right. I think it's right next to your mom's house.
Oh, okay. Well, then go ahead.
Come on.
Yeah.
What's the closest one? Campground? I don't know.
I don't know either.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. So anything that's pretty much on that Millington side, all of that crap down there.
Yeah, whatever. Do your thing.
Technically, right behind me would be one.
Yeah.
I don't know if that weekend.
Technically, anywhere you could pull.
Technically, anywhere
Walmart.
there's a trailer is probably a weekend spot.
Probably.
Any Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey guys, we appreciate you. Look, we got the video stuff figured out. We should start having the audio and the video out at a pretty reasonable rate here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's just shoot for reasonable.
Let's shoot for reasonable because Jerry will have a lot of golfing and stuff to do. And everyone just go out there. You should go out there, create your plans for the summer. Be a good dad, be a good mom, make some good memories. And if you two are staring at each other in the shower, go fuck yourselves.